Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions, and this is a webinar for the EDMCS application, and our topic is working with EPM Automate. So in this session, in this live webinar, we are going to discuss that how we can run the EPM Automate commands and how we can export and import the metadata between the source application, or you can say either ways between the target application. So either we can make the changes directly in the target application or from the source application, and then we take the changes to the target application, and then we can import or export the metadata. So that we will see. So let's start. So what is EPM Automate? I will give you a brief that EPM Automate is just a set of commands we can provide within the EPM Automate tool that is used by the CMD commands. Okay, and with the help of the commands we can automate the various automate various commands, like if you want to add users, if you want to add users to group, or if you want to add users to like groups. And you can see we have a list of commands by which you can just go to the Oracle docs, and you can just click on you can select any particular command, and you will see the whatever the rules are there and how we can define the command, and where we have to like define the file path, and with this single like command we can automate a particular task. So suppose I want to delete a file, so I will just click on delete file. As you can see in this particular slide, that with the delete file you can delete the files. Okay, and like if you want to export dimension, and if you want to export particular files metadata from the file, or if you want to log in, or if you want to refresh the queue, that you can also perform with the help of this. So EPM like Oracle have various EPM products. Okay, and each product basically support EPM Automate, and every product have various common commands also, and some have other commands also, which differentiate between the application, which will differ. Like one application have different commands, and some have other different commands, and some have common commands also. Okay, so these are the basic commands which like EDMCS allow us users to like perform. And we have like help command, that is most important. If you want to like if you're stuck in certain command and you just type EPM Automate help, then all the like help regarding that particular command, or anything any help you want, you can get through it. Okay, and one more important is that list files. So whatever files are present in the application, you can list that. Okay, and we have copy from instance, that is again an important command. So we are going to discuss one or two commands here, and I will like tell you, and I will get you through one practical case, or by the use of EPM Automate, by which we can import or export the dimension. And we will also like run a batch file, in which we are going to like first export the particular changes which are being made in the EDMCS application, and then we will export, like target application will import the particular changes in our application. And our use case will be like EDMCS, we are going to make the changes in the FCCS application, that is financial consolidation and close application. So let's start. Okay, so suppose there is a sample command, that is login command, and you can see in the screen that it establishes a quick connection to an environment. So whenever we want to like establish a connection, we have to first log in. So there is a login command for that. So the command suppose signing into an environment using a plain text password, or yes, we can encrypt the password also, that we will also see. And the file containing password file, there's a file which is created in our logo system. Okay, and you can just sign without the password with the help of particular file. Okay, and the file extension, I guess it is EPW file extension. Okay, and required role for login is that service admin, power user, and viewer, and usage. The usage is that using encrypted like unencrypted password, you can also do by the unencrypted password type of usage. You can just log in through that, and if you want to like encrypted file, if you want to use that encrypted file, you can use that that particular file also. So this was it for the login command. Okay, let's move on on the next slide. So suppose we have export dimension command. So in export dimension command, we have export dimension. If you want to export any particular file from any particular what we say dimension, okay, so that we can do. It applies to Oracle. It is also saying that Oracle Enterprise Data Management Cloud application, the roles are required. So these are the roles which are required by the user, that should be like present, whatever user is performing that. And usage, yeah, usage is that we have to write first EPM automate, and we have to like export dimension, okay, and then we have to give the application name, particular application name which is present in the EDMCS application. Then we have to define the dimension name, and after that we have to give the file name and connection and etc. Okay, so it is also like explaining what is application dimension and file name. Okay, and further we can download the file also, and we can copy it to from one instance to another instance also. So there's a command for that also, that copy file from instance, that I already told you in this slide, that copy file from instance. Okay, so I guess okay, let's go to the application directly and perform one practical case of it. So I will go to my EDMCS application first. So you can see that this is the EDMCS application we have. I'm logged in as admin, and I will go to application. Okay, and sorry, and this is my application. You can see that that is financial consolidation close application. Okay, and with the actions tab, we have various options to export, import, and whatever we need to do, we can do that. So let's open the view for the particular application, and let's see what are the views present in that, and what are the viewpoints in the views for the application. So I'm opening the views, and okay, here we go. So now you can see that we have account dimension, identity, and this particularly called the viewpoint. We can like create multiple viewpoint with the help of dimensions. So this is particularly for the account dimension, we have the viewpoint. This is for the entity viewpoint, and this is for the product viewpoint, product dimension. So you can see that we have a hierarchy here, and if I drill it down and if I expand this head account type, I want to make some changes in here. Okay, I want to make I want to add multiple like children here, and I want to add some nodes here, bottom nodes here. So how we can make changes in here, and we want to push it to the target application. So target application is only the financial consolidation close application, and I have already opened the target application side by side in this tab. You can see that, and this is the home page for the FCC application. And if you go to navigator and open the dimensions, so I'm opening dimensions. So we are in the dimension, and let's say I want to make further changes in the product dimension. So I'm opening product dimension, and you can see that we have same hierarchy here, that we have a head account type male female, and similarly in the FCCS, sorry, in the EDMCS application, we have same hierarchy here. Okay, so I want to add one child here, that is let's say child I mean that I want to add a leaf node here. So I will make a new request from here, and I will simply click on head account type, and with the action with its 3 dots, I will add a child to it. And let's say I want to add a particular line of segment for the product, that is kids, because we already have male and female. So let's add kids also. So we have other segment, that is kids. So I will provide a name for that, that is kids, and we want to provide an alias for that. So that's same. These are the data stitch properties which I am going to modify, and we have various properties, other properties also. Okay, so I guess we are all done. So I will simply click on submit, and the data change, the particular metadata change has been done in the EDMCS application. It is currently validating, and you can see the request type, and let's see, yeah, it is submitted successfully. and if you just open this, we got the kids in the EDMCS application. But the as we have changed made the changes in the EDMCS application, but the changes have not been like transferred to the FCC application. You can see we are still not finding kids here. Okay, even if I refresh the page, so we have to like connection is already established here. You can refer previous videos of like BISP solutions, and you can refer that how we can create a connection between the source application, target application, and even from the EDMCS how we can like connection make connection between the target application. So okay, so nevertheless, so I wanted to say you that we have made the changes in the kids, like in this hierarchy, and we have made the changes as kids. We have added a leaf node, but it is not like reflecting here. So with the help of EPM Automate, I wanna export this particular dimension, and I will import the particular whatever we have exported. I want to import the changes in this FCC application. So how we will do that? Let's see. So first of all, I will open EPM Automate. So that you have to already make sure that it is installed in your computer or your system. Okay, so this is launch EPM Automate, or else you can also like open CMD, but yeah, I'm going to do in EPM Automate. And okay, we have opened 2 times. Okay, yeah, so here we have to write the command, and how we can write the command. So first I want to encrypt the password because we have to log in first. So I'm gonna encrypt the password first, and after encrypting the password, I will simply log in EDMCS application with the help of EPM Automate. So let's open I have one file here. So this is the file we have, and we have list of like commands here. So I will simply copy, and you have to write, like if I make another txt file, I will tell you that the first command we are going to is that we are going to like encrypt the password. So I open a new notepad. Okay, here we are, and this is the first command, and this command belongs for what? It is for encrypting the password. So this is for encrypting password. So I will simply just copy this, and I will also explain you that we have to use call EPM Automate or just EPM Automate encrypt. This is the command for that, and we have to provide the password. So which password we want to like encrypt. Suppose you want to you don't want to show the password to the any other particular user. So that is why we are using this encryption password command, and we have to use my key. So in this particular path, you can also define the path here. So I am using C drive, and this is the folder that is MySecure dir. Okay, MySecure dir, and backward slash, and this is the file name that is password.epw. So this is the path for that. Let me just copy it, and though I have already copied, but yeah, simply just copy it and Control C and Control V and enter it. So it is saying that encrypt completed successfully. So our password encryption is like successfully done. So our next step is we have to log in. So how we can log in? So to log in, let me just go one row below, and okay, so please concentrate here that we have to call EPM Automate. Okay, this is called EPM Automate, and let me just zoom it for you that you can easily get the commands here. Okay, so we have got call EPM Automate. Then this is the command for login. We want to log in, that is why we are using login command, and here we are defining the username. This is for the username. Okay, so this is the username, and here we have the password. So after username, we have to define the password. So we are directly giving the path. Okay, actually we are not defining the particular password here, we are directly defining the path. And yeah, this is the path for the password, and we have to give the URL for which instance we are going to log in. So this is the URL. So again, I will just simply copy this all, Control C, Control V in the CMD or in the EPM Automate, and here we go. It is processing. Okay, so now we have login successfully. So our third command is that because we have already made some changes, you can see we have added kids here, and we don't have we don't have kids here as a change in the metadata. So the third step is that, sorry for the background noises, and the third step is that we have call EPM automate, and we want to export the particular dimension. So let me just copy this full command, and I will tell you. And one more thing, we can go to this slide, and you can see that we have to use this command, that is EPM automate export dimension. Then you have to give the application name, dimension, and file name. So how we can get the file name? So let me just close it, and we can do one more thing, that we can write EPM automate and we can give a command, that is list files. So all the files which are present in the particular in our instance, it will show up. So these are the files, that how many files you can see that we have ample of files here which are now we can easily see. Okay, so these are already present in the cloud, and you can see we have some reports here, we have files, we have JSON files, okay, activity reports here, and we have ample amount of files here. Okay, you can see that simply we have one file, that is financial consolidation close product file, okay, that we will use. So this is one method. Okay, and second method is that there is many other methods. I'm not commenting on that, but yeah, but the second method is that we just simply go to our particular application, and we will simply click on export, and then we will when we will click on export, let's say I want to export the product dimension which the changes has been made, and you can see that in the file export target, that is the file, and the file name, it is showing the file name. So you can simply copy the file name here, or if you want to make any changes, like if I want to any particular name, I will simply can just change the name of it. Okay, so for the sake of simply understanding the things, so I will just copy the same name that is already here, and let's go to a notepad. So what command we have to use is that call EPM automate. Okay, and then we have to use the particular command, that is, you can see that export dimension. So I've already written the command, so I will not write it again. So this is the command, call EPM automate. This is the particular command, that is export dimension, and this is our application name, because we have to define the applications from which application you want to export the dimension. So this is the application name. Okay, financial consolidation close, and this is the product dimension. So we have defined product here, and this at the last you can see we have the file name here. This is the file name which we have just copied from here. This is the file name. So I will simply just Control C and Control V and run it. Okay, it is processing. Okay, export dimension completed successfully, you can see that. So product dimension is successfully exported. And now fourth command which we are going to do is that we are going to log in into FCCS. Okay, because we have to import, so that is why we have to log in into FCCS. So this is the similar command which we have already used previously. That this is the particular command which we have already used. Okay, so let me just paste it here, and I will show you that. Call EPM automate again. Now we have to log into FCCS. So login, username, the particular username. This is a password. We are directly giving the password. We can either ways, we can give the path also, but we are directly giving the password. This is the instance for the FCCS application. So I will simply just copy it down and Control C, Control V again. Okay, here we go. Okay, now login is successful. So this is how we are just at the first case we are just giving step commands, and we can also run a batch file in which we can directly run all the commands here. We don't have to like step by step. We don't have to copy and paste. That will I also show you that. Okay. So the fourth command is done. Let's see what next command we have. So the next command is that we have to import in the particular instance. So we have to import in the FCC application. So to import the file which is like exported dimension, which is, you can see that we have exported the particular file. So we want to import it. So how we can do? We have to just first again call EPM automate. Okay, this will be like common in all the commands, and then we have to use this command that call EPM copy file from instance. This command, a specific command we have to choose. Okay, and space. After that we have to define the file name. You can see that this is the file name which is exported previously. Now we have to define the username, like which user is gonna want to copy this, and because we are in like from which instance we want to like copy the particular file, so we have to define that. So again, the particular file we want to like import. So from which instance? It is the EDMCS instance. So we are going to give the username, then we are going to give the password. So again we have defined the path and using the encrypted password. So the path is given, the same path is given, and this is the instance. You can see this is the instance. Okay, and again after that we have to define the particular file. So this is how the command the particular command will run. So I will copy again, go to EPM automate, copy and paste, and press enter. Okay, so you can see we got the processing that like now the process is completed and it is 100% completed, and the particular command is completed successfully. So our import is done, and what else we need? So we want to run a job that will because the particular file is now has come in our FCC's application. Okay, but we have to run a job to execute that particular file. So how we can like what we say, how we can run the particular file, which is like how we can run the job. So to run the job, there's a command for that. The command is that import metadata. So we have to save a job first in the FCCS application. So I will go to FCCS and create a job, and we have to give the job name. So the particular job will run, and we will simply get the metadata. So likewise you can give likewise you can perform many other tasks, and you can run many commands according to your need. So we have to go to navigator first, and in navigator go to overview, and in overview you can see that we have to go to dimensions, and I will simply like click on import. So because we are going to import, and let's create a job first. So how we can create it? We have to first give the file name. So we want to like import the product dimension. So this is the file name, you can see. So we are giving the same file name, okay, which is like copied from the instance. So you can see this is the file name. Okay, we have to like be more aware that there will be no particular space, and the correct file name is given. Okay, there is no blank spaces here. That is like recommended. We have to choose a file type, that is CSV, like comma delimited. And okay, let's save the job, save as job. So we have to give the name first. So I will give it a particular job name as job underscore, give the particular file name. Okay, let me just copy the file name from here. So this is the file name, and we have to give a error file name also, and save it. So job has been saved. Let's go to EPM automate and run that particular command. Okay, so our job name has been changed, and it is changed to, let me just see what job name has changed. So we have to refresh it. So now you can see we got the job name, we got the job actually, and we can simply just copy it from here. And okay, so this is a new job name, so I will just simply copy it, go to EPM automate and paste it. So call EPM automate, import metadata, and this is the particular job. Let's run it. And one more thing, we have to refresh the database for that to see the changes, because without refreshing we won't get to see the particular desired output we want. So import was successful. You can see in this processing that we got the we got a update that it is successful. So let's refresh the cube, and we can also refresh the cube within from the EPM automate. Okay, so let me first go to product dimension and let you see that still we can find it or not, the changes, because importation part is done from our end. We just have to refresh the metadata. So let's see if we can get some. Yeah, so we got kids, but it is recommended that we should always like refresh the cube first. Okay, it is very much recommended that you should refresh the queue. So right now I'm not gonna refresh it because I'm going to run a batch file for you, that with the help of batch file we can simply make the changes, and we can simply in a one shot we can do all the commands. We don't have to perform each command individually. We can simply run the batch file, and straight away all the changes are made within from the one batch file with the help of the particular one file. Okay, or else we don't need to do any other work. Okay, so how we can make the batch file? So as you can see that okay, first we will make some changes in the metadata from the EDMCS application, and then we will run the batch file, and we might get some errors, but yeah, we will for sure troubleshoot it and fix it. Okay, so let's open FCCS again. And this time I will make the changes in the account dimension, and I'm not sure that it is linked with the particular whatever the metadata was previously changed in the account dimension in this particular application. All the changes are reflected in this application or not, I'm not sure. So to be safe, let's see if we can make some changes in the entity dimension. Okay, I guess we can make some changes in the entity dimension. Okay, so let's add a child to C underscore T, and yeah, with the help of batch file we will simply just import, like export and import in the FCC application. So let me just show you that in the entity dimension we don't have any other further child other than the, like after the C underscore 400 we don't have any other further child to it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a child under C underscore T, and we will see the changes with the help of batch file. So I've already made a request and I will add a sibling to C underscore 400, and that will be C underscore 500. So we are going to like, we're going in a sequence, sequential sort of like method, and okay, we have to define the alias. So alias, let's say give it as Mexico region. Okay, and data storage we have to provide it here, and yeah, so we have to check the properties also before we can jump into the changes, submitting it. So let's add child, for the child to it. Let's add C underscore 501 as a child to the Mexico region, and the name I'm going to give is that Mexico even. Even is just the entity one. Okay, uh, okay, I guess we are just adding one child here, not adding my children's. So let me just submit it. Okay, so we have made some alteration in the metadata of the C underscore T hierarchy, and in this hierarchy we got the changes here, and let's export this entity dimension, and let's create a batch file first, so we can simply, and one more thing, let's log out first from the EPM automate. So for that I guess the command is EPM automate logout. So I guess we can log out with the help of this. Okay, so logouts completed successfully. Now we again log in with the help of same commands, and we will create a batch file. So I'm just gonna this is the particular file in which we are working, so I'm gonna make some changes. So secure password is same. Okay, and this was for the login. So yeah, the first command and second command will be same in our case, and let's say, let's give a remark here that we can give the remarks also, and we can give a sync entity metadata. So we can also give the remark here. Okay, and okay, so export dimension, this is a particular application name. We have to provide entity dimension here, and we have to see the file name. Okay, so let's check what file name we have in here. So go to applications, go to export, and first go to entity, then export, go to entity, and here already file that is existing, so I will simply just copy it here, and after copying I will simply just replace it with this. Okay, so I will replace the file name. Then we have EPM automate call EPM, then we have to like log in the FCC application, so that again will gonna be the same. Then we have to call EPM automate copy file. So we are like sequence wise we are just giving the commands. Okay, and you can also give a pause between that, and so on. So EPM automate copy files from instance, because we have want to copy. So here we have to define like redefine the file name. This is a new file name. Then username, again the password of the instance, that is EDMCS particular password for that, and the URL, and then again the file name. Okay, then at last we want to like call EPM automate import metadata, and we have to give the job name. So let's make a job. Okay, I will give the job name as the same. Let's create a job in the FCC application. So first we have to go to overview, and okay, it is loading. Then we have to go to dimensions. Then yeah, click on import because we want to import it. So to create a job, let's click on create, and we are working on an entity dimension. Click on outbox, go to entity dimension, give the name of the particular file. So this is the particular file. Let's click on save job. Okay, one more thing, we have to eliminate the job from the file name because it is not present in the file. Okay, and let's click on save as job. So these mistakes you should not do the same, and we have to give the error file name. Okay, this is the error file name. Let's click on save, and we are all set. Let me close it, and again I will go to my file. So this is the file. We have made the same file name, job name, within this file, and to save this file as a job batch file, so let me just make a pause here, or we can give one command. Okay, that command we will give manually. So let's go to file, save as. Okay, and for the simplicity I'm just gonna save this file at the desktop only. .bat. Okay, so click on save. Okay, so now our file is saved as a batch file. Okay, the system is a bit sluggish here. Okay, so I want to show you that this is the batch file here. Okay, so this is the batch file, you can see. And if you want to like what we say, if you want to see what is present in this file, so open notepad, and if you can just drag and drop this file here, you can see these are the command which we have provided in the batch file. So to run the batch file, how we can perform that, let me just close it. Okay, so I will click on this batch file and click on run as admin. Okay, so it is now running, and you can see, so encryption is done. So automatically the steps will done with the help of this batch file, and you can see that we got the export dimension. Login is successful already, and we are exporting the entity dimension, and login successful again. Okay, and then we have again the next command, that is called copy file from instance, that is again completed. You can simply see here. Okay, that is completed, and then we have metadata import, that was successful. So let's see, we are able to like see the metadata. So you can see that how quickly, how fast the EPM automate works. And but yeah, sometimes there's a bulky file, and there's bulky like bulk data of changes, so it might take some time, more time than the usual. But yeah, but as we had like previously like doing, we are like manually doing all the steps, performing all the steps. But with this help of batch file, we are easily able to run all the commands within one go. So we are in FCC application. Let's see our account dimension, sorry, entity dimension, and let's see if we got any changes here, or we have to refresh the database. So go to entity. I guess this is the hierarchy here. Okay, you can see we got the perfect output here. And but yeah, it is recommended that you should always refresh, and I'm also gonna refresh this. But yeah, you can see we got the, what we say, the output here. And as you can see that we got is as dynamic calc, because in the source we have made it as dynamic calc. Let me just go to applications, go to views, and open the particular viewpoint. So it should be never share for now, but in the EDMCS we have not defined it as never share, so that is why we're getting it as dynamic calc. And where it is, yeah, you can see it in the data storage we have given it as dynamic calc. So that is why the same data storage property is now coming in the FCCS also. Okay, nevertheless we can just go to edit here, and for that we again don't have to like go export it and import it and all the things. We can simply, for a single particular metadata or the member, we can single member, we can do the certain changes. And one more thing, in the member formula we again have to, like, if it is not never share, so yeah, you can see that we have to make it never share to the member formula also. Click on save, and let's click on refresh. But yeah, let me see that if any other job is like running, if another user is working. So okay, I guess someone else is not working. So let me just go to dimensions and quickly refresh the database. So with this help of this icon, you can refresh the database, so it will take a refresh. Okay, so this was it for the EDMCS webinar, and I guess you got all the details and all the, and you got the very informative, you find it very informative about this video, and you got some sort of knowledge. So thank you for watching and attending this live webinar. And if you have any query, you can visit bispsolutions.com, and you can simply reach out to us. And if you want to see many more like videos and information, full of information content, you can stay tuned to BISP Solutions. Okay, thank you.